Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Geneva, and welcome to the second edition of the new GTV sports show, The Hammer. I'm Lily Carlson.
And I'm Chris Nosevich, and we are ready to share some of the top sports information right here at GHS. We have so much to cover, Lily. Let's get it started. It's Hammer time! Welcome back, Geneva. It's Friday, October 25th. Let's get it started.
The girls' 19-9 volleyball team is on fire this year, going 7-0 in their conference matches and becoming Duquesne Conference champions. The milestones this year included junior Anna Loberg reaching 1,000 career assists and senior Grace Hinchman hitting 1,000 career digs. The Lady Vikes have their first regional matchup against Rockford Jefferson High School in the contest gym on Tuesday.
Now let's tee off with some details about the boys' varsity golf team. The coach says they posted great numbers and played well by finishing second in conference, second in regionals, and finishing in third place at sectionals to advance themselves to state. The boys fought hard at state, posting solid numbers on top of Cal McKittrick advancing to the second day. They finished their season getting 12th in state.
Meanwhile, the girls' golf team also made a trip down to state this year. The girls went undefeated throughout the season and placed third in their sectional, which gave the girls the opportunity to go after a state title. The girls were led this season by Reese Clark and Avery Frick. Frick ended up finishing 35th overall at state, and Clark finished 44th overall.
The boys' varsity soccer team is on the path to the regional championship, winning the first game in the series. They are led by sophomore Braden McThieron. Currently, the boys are 11-4 for the season. We can't wait to see how you do the rest of the year. Good luck, boys. And make sure to come out this Saturday to support the team in their second regional championship game as they push towards sectionals.
The cross-country team is looking for your support as they head into some major competitions. They had a very successful run this season, with boys varsity coming in 6th in conference and the girls placed 4th in their conference, with 2 girls going all conference. The boys varsity record was 66 wins and 72 losses, while the girls varsity had 65 wins and 31 losses. The members of the team say they would love to see you out there.
We'd love to have you guys come out and support. It's at Leroy Oaks, which is like 10 or 15 minutes away. And all the cheering, all the support, all the love you can give for the team is really appreciated.
The coach says the team has regionals this weekend and sectionals to follow. Both meets are in St. Charles on a course that they're familiar with and excited to compete on. And a team at Geneva that may not have gotten the press it deserves this past season is the girls' tennis teams. The girls played in tough matches this year and learned a lot while having tons of fun in the process. The girls were led by Caitlin Brucci, who worked her way to a spot at sectionals. Great job on a completed season, girls.
It was a rough season for the Vikings football team, but Geneva played hard throughout the season. The Vikings ended up coming short with no wins and 8 losses. The Vikings look to end their season tonight on a high note as they take on Glenbard North at 7:30 p.m. at Glenbard. And speaking of football, if you are a fan of the NFL, 2 GTV students have started a brand new podcast called The Throwdown. Kyle Shamorn and Quentin Moore join us to tell us more about it.
What up, Geneva? I'm Quentin.
And I'm Kyle.
We have a football podcast talking
Next
about
is
the
a-
NFL,
oh,
some fantasy
intro to the
football
package.
starts and sits.
This podcast is called The Throwdown and it will be on the GTV YouTube channel every Wednesday.
And if you want a guest host on this podcast, DM the GTV 304 Instagram.
Or you can contact Quentin or me.
Have a great day, Geneva. We'll see you on the Throwdown.
Be sure to check out their Week 8 podcast on our YouTube channel. And if you've ever gone to a sporting event at school besides the teams and scores, you most likely saw the Geneva cheerleading squad rooting on our school.
Although they are full of cheer, they say they have some challenges coming to where they practice. GTV's Sarah Carlson has more on that story.
The Geneva High School cheerleading program consists of 26 girls, all dedicating their time to cheering for the football and basketball teams. Not only that, but they also participate in their own competitions. Some members of the team say that they feel like they are giving, but not always receiving.
We're cheering on other sports while trying to practice for us, and we don't have time to practice for our competition routine because we don't have a space that fits all 9 mats. So it's very important that we have time to work for ourselves as well as the other teams.
Every sport at Geneva High School has a dedicated place to go, a space that accommodates all their needs for their practices. JV cheer captain Natalie Netcher talks about some of her concerns with practicing in the cafeteria.
The slanted ceilings are like a big concern because when we go up to do stunts, the flyers could possibly like hit their heads, or when we come down they could hit their heads and then get hurt. But it's also just the fact that there's tables everywhere, so even if we do try to move them out, they're still in the way.
Cheerleaders say that for now, they are managing with the practice conditions, but hope in the future for better accommodations for the program. This is Sarah Carlson reporting for The Hammer.
Geneva Athletic Director Dave Carley spoke to Sarah off camera and explained how the cheer coaches were given the option to practice in the wrestling room or the cafeteria. He says they opted for the cafeteria in order to practice after school without always having to share a space. He also says many other cheer teams in other schools without field houses practice in their cafeterias as well.
Now time for some recruitment news. GTV wants to say a big congratulations to senior Grace Hinchman on committing to Loyola University to continue her academic and volleyball career. Hinchman has brought so much to the volleyball program here at Geneva, and we cannot wait to see what you do on your future endeavors.
Anyone interested in trying out or playing a winter sport needs to be registered on 8 to 18 and have a valid sports physical in the athletic office. If you have any questions, please stop down to the athletic office to make sure you are registered.
Earlier we told you about some challenges facing the cheer team as they practice. Now it's time to show you some of the challenges facing GTV's very own Celia Owen as she takes on the cheer team.
That's right, Chris. It's time for the Hammer's own Challenge Celia segment.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Brooke Bohm, the head captain of the varsity cheer team. The cheer team actually challenged me for our Challenge Celia segment today to do some of their cheer practice activities. I don't really know. Do you have any helpful tips to help me get through this?
So when you tumble, you're going to want to use a lot of power, run into it, and then when you stunt, you just got to lift really tall and push your legs. And then when you jump, you just jump off the ground and hope for the best.
Hope for the best. That seems a little risky for me. I've never done any cheer, but let's get to it and see how I do. Thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, go 5, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 3, 3.
Okay, now turn.
Good! Extension, 1, 2. Now put your arms up.
Push her up, push her up. Yeah! Oh my gosh.
Now just bring her down.
Yeah! Are you okay? Oh my, was I not supposed to go?
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah. Would I get a varsity spot? As you guys can see, that took me about 1,000,000 tries, but you guys make it look so easy out on the field.
You actually weren't that bad.
Well, thank you. I think I was, but that's okay. If you guys want to challenge me for the next episode of Challenge Celia, make sure you DM Twitter or Instagram at GTV304. Now, back to the desk.
Wow, Celia definitely needs to practice up on her cheerleading skills before she can take the field with them.
Yeah, I agree, Lily. That was a little hard to watch. Hopefully for the next challenge, she won't drop anyone again.
Don't forget to message us at GTV304 on Twitter or Instagram to challenge Celia next. And now for a look at today's weather.
Today's high will be 64 degrees and the low will be 46 degrees, on top of today being partly cloudy with a 0% chance of precipitation.
And now here's 3 to know before we go. Bass Club will be having a meeting November 7th in room H205.
The next SAD Club meeting will be next Tuesday before or after school in room EE 191.
And be sure to donate to the Educators Rising Book Collection fundraiser. They're in need of children and young adult books, so be sure to donate.
Well, Geneva, looks like all the news we have for you today. I'm Chris Nosevich.
And I'm Lily Carlson. Have a fantastic Friday, Geneva.